Shut up and sit down.
Hello folks, Festa here, and we give you today Claptrap by xboxx. And we're going to do a little modification on this. We're going to take it apart and we're going to put an LED ring in the top there. And this is going to be one of the extreme rate LED kits going in there, folks. And it'll give me loads of different lighting effects that can be played out on this fan unit. Most people that own these Xboxes all think the same. On the box art, it shows you a nice lit ring. And when you open it up, it's kind of a bit boring, it isn't. So I'm going to put that right. So we just need to just pop the cover off of this. There's a couple of little bits and pieces we need to double check on this. First things, I'm just going to peel back my Claptrap skin. This is a skin that I put over the Xbox. One, to protect the surface, but also it just gives it a bit of character. And then I've gone ahead and warmed up this sticker so that we can peel it back and remove the screws that are underneath there, just so that we can get this cover off. Now, bear in mind, there is a disclaimer here, folks. Doing this will void your Xbox warranty. So make sure that your Xbox is out of warranty before you do this, folks, okay? Just removing the little Torx screws there. And then we can flip this cover up using a spudger to start exposing the innards of the xboxx, folks. Really is quite straightforward. Just go round, pop the little clips. Don't go too bad with it. Let the tool do the work. And just quickly go round, give it a little twist in a few places, and it'll just pop the little clips out from their tabs, okay? So work your way along the sides, like so. Just nice and gentle. Just lever against it, and then you can spin it round and do the same on the other side as well, folks, okay? So I've just got along there, working my way along the edge, and you can see this back panel now lifting off, and I'm just using this sticker as a hinge at the top there, just to fold that over. Then obviously using a pair of grippers, we want to pull the leads off of the original board, undo the screws that mount the fan unit in place, like so. Just work your way along, folks. You'll see where the screws go. They're clearly visible. And then do the one in the centre there. And this will enable you then to lift out your fan as a complete unit. Just like so. But it's surprising when you see inside this how compact everything is inside. So no wonder it does get a bit warm. So we're going to lift up the fan unit there. As you can see, it comes out complete. And then we can close that off for the moment and put that to one side whilst we work on the fan, okay? So there's the fan unit that comes with your Xbox, folks. And we're going to be sticking the LEDs inside this top area of the fan, okay? I just want to quickly give it a dust off, get rid of any dust and detritus that has built up. You do get some wipes that come with this extreme rate LED kit that you can go round inside your fan and wipe the area clean. They've got a bit of IPA on them. But this is the box you get, folks, and inside is everything you need to do this modification to your Xbox, okay? Obviously, you've got your two cloths there. That's for cleaning the fan. Some simple instructions, a couple of spudgers, an Allen key to help you remove the screws from your Xbox. So we place all the wipes and everything, the cloths and everything to one side there. This is your little pamphlet that comes with it. Give that a read, folks. Pretty straightforward. A little bit of information on there. Obviously, your instructions there, nice and neat. Obviously, with a warning there that this will void your Xbox warranty. So bear that in mind. And then you've got really easy to follow step-by-step instructions of every stage of this modification that we're going to be doing, folks, okay? So have a read of them with a cup of tea just to get yourself familiarised with the process we're going to be carrying out. So we'll just put that to one side, and then we'll have a look at the other bits and pieces that we get with this kit, folks. You get some little stickers, little pads that go on the LED strip. We get our 1 and 2 wipes there. So we'll use number 1, and we'll work our way around this fan unit, and we'll give that a little wipe, folks. This just picks up any little loose bits of debris, dust and detritus from around the inside of this fan unit, so that when we do mount the LED strip, it's going to stick to it. You get some little dots that come with it that you stick to the back of the strip just to give it more of a bond, and I'm going to be using them on mine just to make sure it doesn't loosen, because we don't want the strip getting caught in the fan blades. Right, in this little bag here is the bag of goodies. You've got a little circuit board, and then wrapped round it you've got the cable. That will go to where your fan used to connect to your Xbox board. And then once we've got this installed, your Xbox fan will then link onto this LED board, so it almost becomes a mother-child circuit board layout, okay? You feed the light through the gap there on the side of the casing. So we'll do that now, like that. Just feed it through. And I want to try and get all of it through that gap so that when we start peeling the backing paper off, we've not got any alignment issues. So I'll make sure when I stick this to the fan casing that I haven't got any alignment issues. So make sure you take your time at this stage, because obviously you want this as a nice, as straight as possible strip of LEDs going around your fan. And then at intermittent stages I will be using the supplied pads as well, because they do give you a little bit extra stickiness. So we'll use the blade there to start peeling off this backing paper off the back of the LED strip there. And then right at the beginning part where the wires are, I'll put my first little internal pad. I just want to roughly count the LEDs to see how frequently I need to use these pads, just so that they're spaced equally around. So we'll peel one of them off. Start that right at the edge of that strip just there, like so. And then we can peel the little piece of backing strip off of that as well, because they have like a little tab on them. Okay. So we'll work our way around that strip as I've done now, just add in little bits and pieces of these pads, probably every 3 or 4 LEDs, and we can start getting them stuck on there. Because again, you don't want this to come off, folks, you really don't. So we'll just put that one in place there, and we can work our way around this. Just peel off as much of the backing tape that you need to, just to expose enough of this to put each of these on, because obviously the oil from your hands, you don't really want to be getting it on the adhesive strips. Okay, just work your way through this packet. I think there's about 16 or 18 of these little pads in there, more than enough for what we need it for. Because remember, folks, it does get warm inside these Xboxes, so we want to make sure that this strip doesn't come off, because it will get caught in the blades. That's why I'm taking me time to make sure that we're getting all of these in place and that they're firmly adhered to this backing strip, because it is a one-shot deal, folks, at the end of the day. And I don't know about you, I don't want to put it all together and find that it gets caught up. And we'll examine that closer when we actually start putting this strip in place as to clearance from the fan blades, etc. So we'll carry on putting these on. Why did I get this modification? I just thought it would personalise me Xbox. I sit here at this bench playing games on the PC here, and yeah, it's nice with the lights off to just sit there and get that little ASMR relaxing feeling off the light effects whilst I'm gaming. So yeah, that's why I'm doing it. It's something different as well, isn't it, folks? So we'll just get the rest of these on, like so. Nearly there, folks. And then we can do the fun bit now where I stick most of this LED strip to me, because it's going to happen. Well, we got 2 more of these left, so just grab that. Got the finicky stage as well of picking all these little pieces of paper off. That'll be fun, wouldn't it? But it's worthwhile doing it, folks, because, like I say, you know, you really don't want this coming off. 1 more left. And then that should be us ready to go. Left a bit, right a bit. There you go. Right. That's them in place. We can get them all peeled off and then we can start fitting this in place. So let's just move this around, orientate myself a little bit better. And I can just start picking these off now. And I'm going to do this in stages, folks, and work my way around like such. So there's going to use me thumb just to place them in place. I'm not going to press too firmly. I just want to try and curve the LEDs against the casing as I'm working my way around, so that I'm not putting too much stress between the LEDs, and I'm using the LEDs themselves to press against the pads, okay? We'll just quickly make sure that I'm getting it exactly where I want it. Like so, there you go. If it helps, what you can do is you can rest a pencil against the top of the fan there and just spin it, and you'll get yourself a very fine pencil line, and it'll give you the clearance that you need. I'm going for about 5-10 mil clearance, pretty much where the corner lugs there, where the surface starts curving, is pretty much where I'm putting my LED ring, peeps. So I'm well clear of the fan blades. It's just my personal preference. You can go closer if you choose, but me personally, I'd rather have a little bit more distance just in case. So I'm just making sure all my paper's off, and then we can start getting the rest of this done. And I'm doing 3 or 4 at a time, and then just gently pressing it around like so. And then just obviously turn your fan round as you're doing it to make it easier for yourself. And then you can start going in and pressing these now in place, because they're done, them ones. Do another 3 or 4 pads, and we can work our way round them. Obviously, you want to make sure you don't cut yourself or anything like that. You know, Vesta and knives and all of that lot, folks. Yeah. We'll just grab them, get them off, and then we can start pressing these in now, like so. Just getting them in situ, like that. I'm actually looking forward to seeing how this turns out, because, yeah, it's a handy little kit. Like I say, you get everything in there that you need. It's pretty much plug and play. You haven't got to worry about soldering anything or splicing wires or anything like that. It is literally a self-contained kit. Fit it, connect the connectors to the appropriate connectors on the motherboard. You can't go wrong, folks. This is probably the most fiddly part of it, is sticking the LEDs in itself. The rest of it will be a breeze. It really will. So we'll just get the rest of these off. We're nearly done now on this, going around the top of the fan housing there. And then we'll be able to then drop this back in place and put the motherboard in. I don't know about you, I'm getting excited now. I'm sort of the anticipation, I'm getting all nervous and ooh, I'm easily pleased, folks. Right, let's get this little one coming round there now, like so. Just working my way around the edge of that casing, pressing them in place, and then we should end up with about a 15mm gap between LEDs when we get to the end. So just want to orientate that, just check what my run's looking like, and then that should come round and line up. Just want to move that one back slightly, just so that we get a little bit more level. Doesn't have to be spirit level, but I want to get it as near as damn it as I can. And then we can come round then and match that up. Just in there like so. Start pressing it home. And that should then give us a little bit of clearance like so. Okay. I'm happy with that because I've got my little outlet there to the fan. So I just want to level that up a little bit better. And that should then end just where that cutout is, like so. Perfect. Now I can go back on my work and just work my way around with my thumbs. Just a little bit of soft fettling just to get them in place. And I'm happy now. Right. We can start looking now at getting this ready to go back inside the Xbox. I just want to unwind my cable. Make sure that that's all going to line up. And then you get a sticker or a pad that goes on the back of this little circuit board. So we'll peel that off and get that in place. And this will stick inside the Xbox. You'll see where in a minute when we put it in. There's a little surface that you can peel this off and stick it to. And it'll stop this circuit board from fluttering around. So we'll just bring the Xbox back in. Open her up, and you'll see the little cubby hole there, just next to where the silver unit is, where the PSU is. So I'll wipe that clean, get any dust off. Because when the fan unit goes in, that's where the motherboard or the child board is going to sit. So we'll just line that up, peel that off and check the cables are going to reach before I stick that on. It should be all right because, yeah, there's enough cable on there. So we'll pop that in place like so. And then we could look at lowering the fan. So if I just move my cables out a little bit in a sec, when I slide my fan in, they won't get trapped. So I'm just going to ease them to the left and then I can drop the fan unit in them. Because we don't want them getting caught up in the blades. A little bit fiddly, but you will get them, folks, okay? We can now put that home. And then once that's in, we can then neaten up our cables once that fan unit's in, folks, okay? Peel that one around there. And I'm basically going to tuck mine in this little tinsy-wincy cavity that is just there. So they can sit in there out of the way and they'll be held in place then with the external cover. So that wire there can feed through a little bit over there. I don't want to tuck it up under the fan because you'll risk getting it caught in the impellers. So we don't want to do that. So that will be perfect for that. That cable then will go round. That will then plug into that lead like so, male and female, so we can get that done. And then this other purple one is going to plug in then what the fan originally plugged into on the Xbox motherboard, okay? So you're basically daisy chaining these two boards together is the easiest way of explaining it, folks. It's a nice and easy job now. Neaten up your cable run. If you need to lift the fan up just to take any tension off, do so at this stage. Because once you've screwed it in, you might find your cables are under tension, folks. So we now just need to locate that in place. Tuck them away, nice and neat. And that will leave me just one cable then that will go in on that board over there. You can see it just poking up by my finger there. And we just don't want to orientate that so that we can get that plug to fit in where the fan originally mounted, folks, okay? So I might just need to tweak my cabling a tad, just get that in the right spot. And then I can just put a little bit of a fold on there and pop that in place, just like so. There you go. That's nice and neat in place now. I don't have to worry about that. I'm just checking that it's fully homed. And now I can just do my little bit of cable management. so that when I do lower the cover on, it's not going to trap any cables, and no cables are going to be under any form of tension, folks. We can now go back on ourselves now and start putting all the retaining screws back in. Make sure you put all your fan screws in, folks. Get them all in place, tighten them down. And then we can start getting ready for that stage of switching this little modification on. So you've got 3 screws going across there, like so. So we've done the middle, we've done the right hand one. And it's also a good opportunity as well, just to have a quick nosy in the back of your Xbox as well, folks. Looking for any big clusters of dust and detritus or anything that may look as if it's burnt out or anything like that. Now's the time to do it. So lower the back cover down gently and then start working your thumbs around, just pressing down and getting all the clips to pop. You'll hear them all pinging into place as you're doing it. Then obviously we're putting the centre screw and the bottom screws back into place that go underneath the sticker and the little pad. So we'll be doing that. So that then when we roll the warranty stickers back and that, everything just looks nice and neat. It's like you haven't been in there, folks, isn't it? So again, make sure you tighten your screws down. Obviously, if you haven't got a wrap on your Xbox, you won't have to worry about putting all your wrap back. But for me, I just like this little wrap. It gives it a bit of character. So that's them done. Got my little peel-off pad there to go over that screw like so. Press that in place. Job's a good one. And then we could start putting all the warranty stickers back. And once this is all done, these stickers, I've got like a warm hairdryer. I should go over it and just warm everything up and rub it down just to make sure the glue reactivates. Okay. But for now, I'll just smooth this down with my fingers just so that we can test that this all works. Just work my way around like so, lining it up with all the plug sockets, etc. And then I can just smooth that off. And then, like I say, I'll get my hairdryer out later and rewarm all of that adhesive. But for now, I'm kind of getting excited and want to switch it on. Right. So I just want to make sure nothing is trapped. There's no wires protruding. I'm happy with that. I can't see anything through the vents there that is trapped. So I'm more than content with how the job has gone. So it's just a case now of smoothing everything out and getting ready to put the Xbox back into service. Obviously plug any drives back in that you've got connected. Reconnect your Xbox. I've got internal, external hard drive units and stuff to plug into it. And I've also got a lid there on mine because, yeah, why not? And then when I'm using it, I just flip the lid open like so. Pretty much get it. But for me, it stops dust getting in there. Right, let's switch this bad boy on. So my Xbox lives in a little cupboard next to my workbench. So that when I'm spraying and that, it don't get smothered. So it's on a little pull-out shelf. And then I just move the Xbox slightly forward so I can lift the lid up. And there you go, folks. Look at that. You've got 39 different pulses, different colours and things like that. So I'll go through the selection on the remote for you. So you get to see all the different effects that you've got. Really is a nice little kit, I must admit. Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised with it, to be quite honest with you. And it just gives you that little bit of personalisation, doesn't it, on your Xbox, folks? Why not? So you could have warm reds, you could have swirlies, you can have countdown LEDs. It just works. But for me, the Xbox green was what I was after, just as a breathe effect is what I'm kind of after on mine. So I'm just going to scroll through to that. There's also ones where the LED ring grows in increments, so you can play with that. But yeah, have a play with it, folks. I'm sure you'll find a lighting effect that suits your mood. And if you need to change it, just use the remote. That's breathing, as you can see, through the different colours. I'll probably end up just going for a straight green breathe, but I kind of want to see what different ones we got as well, folks. Why not? There you go. There's a red breather. I like that. That's actually quite nice. And obviously in blue, if you've got like a blue wrap on it or an icy theme to it. There's the green, looking rather splendid. I do like that, I must admit. Another icy blue colour there. So yeah, I'll go through all of these for you just so that you can see them. It's almost like a purple, like a UV effect, I suppose. If you wanted to do something cyberpunky with your wrap, you could use that colour. That's like a flashing on, off, on, off, on, off, quite. And you can program this as well with speed on your remote, where you can speed these up, folks. There's another blue effect. There's the slow turning fan. If you notice, the lights around the ring are building up and lighting the ring as it goes. Then it will drop out and then it just recycles. Same with the blue version there. It will light up 4, 8, 16, 32, etc. So there it is in green. It's almost like a windmill effect, isn't it? But yeah, have a play with it, folks. Give it a thought. If your Xbox has popped out of warranty and you just fancy personalising it a little bit more, then why not? That's what it's all about at the end of the day. We buy these things, we invest a lot of money in them, and why not personalise them? I'm all for that myself. That's what I'm all about. You'll find this with this gaming channel. I'm new to it. I'm totally a newbie gamer, but I'm having fun learning it, and hopefully folks can join me on a journey and see how I get on this gaming experience that I've decided to go on. And this is the first wave, getting the Xbox where I want it, modifying it, doing what I need to, and I'll just sit and have fun with it. A bit like I did with my Elite controller, where I modified it. That's the remote control you get there, folks. You've got your different up-down settings where you can change program as to what you want on the light. And then you've obviously got your high-low speed where you can increase the speed on it. So plenty of things to do. You can reset it back to the factory default. And then obviously you can use the remote to power this unit off if you want a bit of gaming and you don't fancy putting your light on. So that's where we are with this, folks. Hopefully it's giving you an idea and perhaps the urge to go and do the same to yours. Don't forget, though, it does void the warranty on your Xbox when you start opening it up and getting inside them. It does void your warranty. So if you're unsure or not certain that you want to risk it, then don't do it. Me personally, warranty's done. If I need any spares, I can buy them and fit them myself, so I don't see it as an issue. And obviously, if it did need to go back to Xbox for repair, I can quickly pop the kit out and put it back to factory. So there is that choice, folks. Okay. So hopefully you've enjoyed this little video. Remember, folks, like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the little subscription button. It is free. And subscribe to the channel. I've also got a scale modelling channel over at Festa67's workshop. So pop over and see that if you're into scale modelling and part work models and things like that. That's my companion channel for this. So subscribe to both. Ring the bell on both and you'll get notification of any cross-platform uploads, videos, gaming videos. I'm going to be live streaming games as well as video in certain games. So yeah, pop over and join me. And hopefully you enjoy the journey I'm going on into my little world of console gaming. So stay safe, stay well. Thank you for keeping me company. Bye-bye for now, folks. Oh, look at it. Look at it. I could watch this all day. Oh.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down,